Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, and today, as you guys can tell, this is another Call of Duty Ghosts gameplay commentary video here that I'm bringing you. I'm not really too into bringing you, Call of Duty commentaries and whatnot. Most of my commentaries are, about life in general or other topics that are not video game related, but occasionally, once in a while, I will, take the time out to talk about something Call of Duty related. So last time I made a video about Call of Duty Ghosts is a scam whatnot. So if you didn't see that, please go check that out. I think I have a good point, and a lot of people else seems like they agree with me too. Just scrolling through the comment sections in other Call of Duty Ghosts videos, but that's neither here or there. Today, what I want to talk about is the game mode Cranked in general. Now, this commentary is especially geared towards like all those other bigger YouTubers. I won't name any names, but I'm sure you guys know that a lot of bigger YouTube names, Call of Duty names on the YouTubes, have been saying like, have been preaching like, oh, Cranked is the best game type you could ever play in order to rank up really quickly, and Cranked is is the best game type ever, or some patronizing bullshit like that. While I'm not really disrespecting their opinion, I mean, of course, Cranked is obviously a really fun game mode. I played it a few bits myself, and I have to admit, it's pretty fun. But as far as people saying that, oh, it's the best game type to rank up, I'm not in that band camp, and let me explain why. Now, before I do, let me just give you a disclaimer for those of you who might be watching this video and are playing not PC Ghosts, but instead on the consoles. I play on PC Ghosts, or PC Call of Duty Ghosts, and obviously, even though they're the same game, playing on PC and playing on console, the experience is very different because different ways you play the game, different. I guess you could almost venture out to say different community even, but for the most part, there is a clear-cut difference between someone playing PC Call of Duty and console Call of Duty. I'm not gonna say PC's master race because that's honestly a really ignorant way to see things, and you are entitled to play on whichever console or platform you'd like, and I'm not going to sit here saying, oh, PC Master Race just because I play PC and everyone else plays console. That's not what I'm here to say. But what I am here to say is that from my experience on playing Call of Duty on the PC, it seems like Cranked is not actually the best game type to play in order to, get ranked up really quickly. In fact, in my experience, it's actually one of the worst, and here's why. Consider Crank as a game mode, and let's compare it to like Domination per se. Cranked is a TDM style game mode. Is basically no different. It's just a few tweaks here and there. Once you get a kill, you get like perks like Stalker, Lightweight, and other things like that. Your gameplay is basically sped up relative to the actual game itself, and it just makes it really, really fun because you're basically running around like fucking Rambo and just slaying everything in your way. The game mode is literally putting you in an environment where once you get that first kill, you feel like you're on drugs. You feel like you are fucking, injecting all the heroines and just running around shooting people. The problem with that though is that because Cranked is only up to 100 kills, fortunately it is 100 kills. If it was only 75 kills like standard TDM, it'd be ending really super fucking fast. But even at 100 kills, even on 6v6 game modes, even on the hugest maps that Call of Duty Ghosts has to offer, because a lot of the maps on Call of Duty Ghosts is really, really big. Even then, cranked games go really, really fast, and I'm sure you guys know this as well. You see other people uploading like live commentary gameplays of their cranked games on YouTube, on their YouTube channels and whatnot, and typically speaking, the average, I've kind of done a rough average in my head, just taking a look at all the cranked gameplay videos I've seen on my own YouTube sub box, and they all seem to last anywhere from like either 4 to like 7 minutes, never more than like 8 or 9. That's really, really rare. I don't even like how long does Cranked go for? In any case, most games do end very quickly, like within 5 minutes or so. That being said, because it does end so fast, even though you do get like a lot of XP multipliers if you do go on really, really hard streaks, it's in my opinion, it's not really that worth it because once the time that it takes for you to get to that high of a kill streak where the next kill you get is going to jump up to such a high XP multiplier that it actually will start racking up as the game goes on. It takes a little bit of time, and obviously on consoles, I think it's safe to say that on console the skill level is a little bit lower than it is on PC. I'm just gonna throw it out there right now, so don't crucify me. That's just what I think. It's on console. I can understand how people say, oh, Cranked is good. The best game type to rank up on because probably most likely if you get into a game, a lot of the people there probably aren't the best Call of Duty players. Unfortunately, on the PC, it's not exactly that way. At least a lot of the people who do play Call of Duty on the PC actually kind of know what they're doing and have some degree of aim. Granted, it's easier to aim in a first-person shooter with a mouse and keyboard. That's a generally accepted fact. And because I play on PC, cranked games usually don't go like that where I go super fucking ham and get like these incredible kill streaks going, and every kill I get it ends up netting me like 400 500 exp per kill. It doesn't really work that way because before I can get there, I'm usually killed or shut down in some way. So that, and let's compare my experience from Crank to a game mode like Domination. So Domination, it's basically like the classic style of Domination. They removed a whole, you have a is it like 5 minutes? Yeah, 5 minute limit, 5 minute limit, yeah, round of Domination on each half from Black Ops 2, which was the last Call of Duty we had before Ghosts. And because we had the classic style of Domination back, I don't have to worry about hitting this time limit. I have all the time in the world in order to get more kills before either team hits 200 points. And taking into consideration that at this time Domination has been changed so that if you cap an enemy flag and it goes to halfway, you actually neutralize it and to prevent the enemy team from gaining points. Because on PC, players tend to always go for flag captures and not really. I mean, of course, I hardly ever play console. In fact, I never do because I suck at it. I can't really say for everyone or all the games that it's gonna Domination games will just stay like, one team has 2 flags and the other team has 1. They just duke it out until the very end, until the team with 2 flags wins in the end. But for me, in my experience on PC, almost every game I play in the Domination playlist, or in Ground War Domination for that matter, usually both teams wind up like constantly rotating around the map, always taking each other's flags, making it extremely difficult for the other team to actually hunker down 2 flags and just keep it that way. It's on PC. It's a pretty hard deal from all the games that I've been in, or most of them anyway. So because of that, there obviously are a lot of cases where people actually don't count the flag, but they manage to at least neutralize it, which means that the score for both teams will be stunted at least some of the time throughout the duration of the game because we're constantly neutralizing each other's flags, and thus the Domination games go for a lot longer than they would back in, say, Black Ops 2. So that, and Black Ops 2, because there's so much time, I can afford to take my time and just mow down lots and lots and lots of people. In Cranked, even though it is fun, it does sort of give you that kind of pressure where if you don't get another kill in 30 seconds, you are going to die. And I mean, I still think that overall that kind of 30-second countdown timer is better it's for the better instead of for the worse, because obviously it promotes non-camping and you having to actually kind of move around in case you don't see any enemies in your immediate vicinity. It's still, no one can deny that it does kind of give you like, it puts you under a blanket of pressure, and me personally, I mean, on PC anyway, there's so much pressure of you getting flanked and getting melted right away. I mean, of course it's the same for console, but on PC, I feel like it's more so because a lot more people in my opinion know what they're doing, and they that, and the fact that it's easier to aim in a first-person shooter on PC with the mouse and keyboard. You know, I think the experience is a little bit harder on the PC side of things for Call of Duty Ghosts than it is on for console. And it's not to say that I'm trying to bash on the console guys. It's just that I don't, because of my experience playing with Call of Duty Ghosts on the PC. I can't agree with the fact that people are saying that Cranked is the best game mode to rank up on, because first of all, Crank just goes way too fast, and second of all, Domination, because it goes actually slower than Domination games have been in past Call of Duties. And thus, it allows you more time to get, more kills, more flag captures, and what have you. So, that's just my opinion. I don't agree with the fact that people are constantly preaching that, oh, Cranked is the best game mode for you to rank up in, because of the simple fact that it just ends way too early. And in my opinion, even Blitz it lasts longer than Cranked, or is better for in terms of experience gain for than Cranked is. And to give you a numerical perspective, I remember averaging at least like 11k, 12k, 13k, up to like freaking 16k if I really go off in Domination games, whereas I only go up to like what, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5k experience in most Cranked games. The highest score that I remember getting in Cranked is only around like 6 or 7k. So, I mean, in my experience, like I said, Domination is just a better payout in terms of just raw EXP. Of course, if you like Cranked, because of it's a really fun game mode. No one can say, I can't deny that. No one can deny that. But me personally, even though I do really like the feeling, the experience that Crank gives you, it sounds like I'm doing drugs now. But in any case, even despite that, I still prefer Domination in terms of raw, experience gain and whatnot. But that's just me. Of course, Domination guys obviously lasts a lot longer, and maybe you can get in a few more Crank games in the same time span of you completing Domination games. So maybe everything I just said in this video is just uttering pure bullcrap. But like I said, it's all down to perspective. If you still love playing Cranked and you still think that's the best way to get EXP, fine, go ahead, play Cranked. It's just that me personally, I'm just at least warning you that Cranked may not be the EXP heaven game mode that a lot of other YouTubers out there are sort of preaching to their subs and whatnot. So there you guys go. I thought I'd share my 2 cents on this kind of topic, and hopefully you guys have enjoyed this commentary. Let me know what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. びっくりしてってね。